Okay, so as I now have the CAN ACC4 module hooked up correctly, you can see the spaghetti of wires there. It's hooked up to control this point here, the one under the bridge, this point here, and the one in the stabling yard, and there'll be more to come hopefully this week that will do all of the rest of the other points apart from the double crossover at the top here. That's going to be on manual control for the time being while I save up for another module. It's all rather messy and rather horribly wired in at the minute, and that'll be tidied up, but I figured that as I have 66701 and now 20128 ready to go, I would have a bit of a play and show you how it all works. So I guess the first thing to show is that the control on my handset has now changed. You'll be able to see that I've got two controls, one at the top for 20128, one at the bottom for Whitemore, which is 66701's name, and if I move the volume control up, you see the train start to move and stop. And obviously, you know, we can put it into reverse and move back the other way. But for this, I'm going to put it in forward mode, and I'm going to bring it through the bridge and under the bridge and into the hard standing area. As you can see, it works quite well. Down and over and onto the hard standing. I'm deliberately not shunting anything because I don't have any uncouplers. So to move Whitemore, again, we get the remote and move the remote, and it moves forward, and we stop, like so. Now, the point here that controls access between the scenic fiddle yard, which is where 66701 is, and the hard standing, at the moment you can see is set to point to the hard standing. To change this, we just click and swipe. That's routes, I'm not using those. And we see a list of points. So we go for ML merge, which is the mainline merge, and that's now changed. We can also see that there's the receiving fiddle yard split there, and then the second sidings, and finally the stabling yard over there. So it means that if we go swipe back to the locos, we can move it forward, although for some reason 66701 doesn't pick up the current as well as 20128 is. Especially over this point.